Japanorama.
Konnichiwa and welcome to Japanorama. If there's one thing we all want to be, it's cool, no matter how uncool we actually are. In our minds, our inner character, our outward manner, our sense of style is better than anyone else's. James Bond and Iggy Pop accepted as always. And the Japanese, as they would, have a word for this.
Kakkoii.
Which means?
Cool.
That's right. Talk about a perfect match of presenter and subject, eh? Tonight we present Super Extra, my beautiful, the real Kakkoii. The Japanese have long been associated with inflexibility, uniformity and a drone-ish adherence to prescribed behaviour. Basically the very opposite of Kakkoii. But it's to Japan that hipsters the world over are turning to for guidance. It's called Japania. If you ask me, Japan has been cool since back in the 1950s. Man, they were styling. All the women in cocktail dresses or traditional robes, all the men sporting sharp grey suits and elegant black lungs. They were into Japanese food way before the rest of us caught on. And they shimmied every night through a dazzling neon world. But it's only recently that trendies worldwide have come to regard Japan as a prime source of raw coolness. In fact, in the past 10 years, Japanese cultural exports have tripled. And that's not to mention its ongoing dominance in technology and motor cars. Japanese filmmakers and video artists are either being copied or hired by Western producers, forever on the lookout for the next big thing. Even Japan's dependable mediocrity in pop music is being shattered by credible rockers and rappers. But there's one area above all where Japan has surged way ahead of the pack. Here's a bold statement for you. Japanese architects are the most audacious and inventive in the world today. And at least until the next big earthquake, Japan's trendy Omotesando district just might boast the coolest collection of buildings anywhere. Here at my Tokyo apartment, I'm joined this week by Yun Mao. Yun Mao is a professional cosplayer, which means she dresses up as manga characters for a living. And throughout tonight's show, she'll be helping me to understand Kakkoii. When you think of the latest must-have technology, then you inevitably think of Japan. And I have with me Fukumoto-san, who has developed a new device to work with your mobile phone. Tell me about the Yubiwa.
Yes. So, this is the finger rings that the wearable handset system.
So this is basically an attachment for the finger that you can talk into.
Yeah.
How does it work?
Yes. So you wear the device into the finger.
So you put that on your index finger, and this connects with Bluetooth to your phone, I guess.
Yes.
Okay, I have one for, can I give this to Yun Mao?
Yes.
Yun Mao, present for you, Yun Mao. Okay, there you go. That's for you. Okay, do you want to put that on your finger? Okay, that doesn't mean anything, by the way. It's just,
So, So when using the device, you put your fingertip into your ear canal. The receiving voice is converted to the vibration. The vibration is conveyed via your fingertip.
So the voice is converted via the vibration in your finger bone down into your ear canal, where it is reassembled by tiny elves into actual intelligible sound. Okay, can we demonstrate?
Yes, you can make a telephone call without pushing the small buttons. The making a telephone call command is fingertip touching option.
Touching option and voice recognition.
Yes, and to make a telephone call, tun 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 tun.
Tun 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 tun.
Okay.
Okay.
To say, make a Yun Mao.
Yun Mao.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello?
Oh, it's working.
Yes.
Hello, Yun Mao. How you doing?
Oh.
What are you wearing? Okay. Yun Mao, 明日の晩、何をしますか？
明日の晩ですか？
はい、明日の晩、晩ご飯はどうしますか？
晩ご飯。じゃあ私が作ります。
あなたのところで？
Yes.
It's a date. Okay, bye bye.
Bye bye.
How do you feel?
And suddenly it helped me speak Japanese as well. Incredible invention. You might be wondering where these absolutely smashing pandas have come from. Now, they weren't a gift to me from the Emperor of China. He actually sent me this. These are a gift from the fertile imagination of one of Japan's coolest video artists, Nagi Noda.
Oh, baby blue.
Nagi Noda is a true one-off, a world-class commercials director whose visually extravagant art, pop videos and short films are the toast of the web. It's likely someone has sent you a link to at least one of her works. In between her video assignments, Nagi has steadily produced around 30 of the 6-foot hand pandas that she has so kindly provided for our set. She loaned out 18 of these bad boys for this pop video by the band Halkali. And there's a very personal story behind these half panda, half other animal figures.
After divorce, I didn't notice that Han Panda is my ex-husband, but after making 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, I noticed, oh, it's my ex-husband. My ex-husband, he's a nice person, but sometimes really scary, sometimes really, really charming and cute. His eyes, one is big and one is small. My ex-husband didn't know this story.
Nagi first gained wide acclaim on the interweb for this piece, commissioned in honour of the 2004 Athens Olympics.
Okay. Let's go.
It's a shot-for-shot parody of an American workout video.
肩を下ろす。胸を開いて。お腹を締めて大きく息を吸って吐く。いつもゆっくり呼吸して。あと4つ数えて。
But Nagi's masterwork to date is surely her sentimental journey video, starring Yuki, the Japanese Bjork. Its highly influential doppelganger motif was inspired by the dilemma of somehow creating an exciting pop video with a pregnant, almost immobile star.
So I thought maybe find similar girls with Yuki. So I casting like 600 people and I choose 90. So I'm gonna shoot one shot. They standing like stop motion. Sometimes girls hanging like that. I didn't use any computer graphics, just shooting one cut.
The Sentimental Journey video was so admired by the creatives at the groovy London ad agency Mother, they hired Nagi to direct a big-budget soft drink commercial in a similar style. And when Jack White of the White Stripes agreed to record a song for the advert, suddenly everyone wanted to be in Nagi's gang, or should I say her doppelgang.
It's everywhere. You just have to care. It's the right thing to do. And you know it, and it's inside of you. So just show it. Love is the truth. Ba, 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 ba. It's inside of you. Ba, 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 ba. It's the right thing to do.
Now Japanorama proudly presents Madame Shiroto and her band of little rascals in To Kakkoii for School.
In Japan, slapping whilst eating soba noodles is considered very cool. It also means that you are showing your gratitude to the person who cooked the noodles.
Many of us were profoundly affected by the Planet of the Apes movies, but only one that I'm aware of managed to convert those feelings into a hugely successful line of clothing, a popular hip-hop band, and a cool, luxurious lifestyle I like to think of as cool lux styling. Nico. Nigo's bathing ape street fashion empire began in the early 90s with a line of Bape t-shirts featuring simian and/or camouflage imagery. A few years later, when Nigo moved into trainers, they soon became the epitome of collectible footwear. In addition to bathing ape clothing shops in London, New York, Hong Kong and Tokyo, Nigo has opened his first bathing ape cafe. And then there's Bape TV. This is just one of Nigo's fabulous cribs, which are featured on a series of alarmingly popular DVDs. Not far into his 30s, the self-made Nigo has been seriously minted for over a decade. This fortune has afforded him the ultimate freedom, and I respect this enormously, the freedom to never grow up. Nigo, have you seen the film Big with Tom Hanks?
That is my favorite film.
Nigo, this is my size. Well, so you can drive out. You know who used to park in his house? Was Tom Selleck, Magnum P.I. You remember that show? But you'd have to grow a bigger moustache to be Selleck. This is just one of several multi-million-pound homes Nigo keeps just to house his innumerable toys, including one of the world's top collections of Star Wars and Planet of the Apes merchandise. To be honest, I don't know whether I was more excited to meet the man or to meet his toys. Check it out. Man, this is a good one. Nakajima Nodders. You remember the Nakajima Nodders? Captain Action Doll. Super Queen. I have in London all the Captain Action dolls, and this will excite you, Nigo. There's a fellow I know who lives in San Francisco who I think is a bit... and he designs costumes for me of the new superheroes for my Captain Action dolls. I have all the new superheroes in Captain Action clothes.
Wow, that's great.
Wow. That's no good.
There's many earthquakes in Japan.
Someone's in trouble. The Pink Panther's fallen over. Do you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend or a partner, or are you just always the toys?
Of course, I have a girlfriend.
Well, you say of course, but most people who have big toy collections like this are normally a lonely otaku at home on the computer, and then that's it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be personal, but, you know, normally.
I'm otaku, but I am a fashionable one.
That's it, man. Give me fives. You and me both. Come on. I know what you're talking about, girlfriend. Nigo is also the DJ and style guru behind a swinging hip-hop combo, the Teriyaki Boys. The T-Boys, signed to Def Jam Records, are essentially a walking, strutting, rapping billboard for the Bape brand. Nigo's hip-hop homies include rappers Jay-Z and Chuck D and Uber producer Pharrell Williams, with whom Nigo collaborated on the Billionaire Boys Club fashion brand. Do you ever do a wedding or maybe a kids' party?
I don't do those. I do more trendy parties for brands.
It'd be great. A wedding would be great if you turn up at a wedding. This one's going out to all the kids. Do you have that tradition here? Do they have DJs at weddings?
Not so much.
In England, it's kind of like for a DJ, it's a bad job. The secret to Nigo's success, I believe, is that he's cannily exploited and then exported the Japanese mania for collecting. He releases new items, especially trainers, for short time only, as limited editions. Well, it worked on me. I'm wearing some bathing apes today. I don't know if you noticed.
That's nice.
I hope they're bathing apes. I bought them on the internet, so maybe you can tell me if they're genuine or not.
That's hard to tell. Where did you buy it? Was it from a private seller or did you buy it from a store?
Internet, eBay.
Ah, there are many fakes on eBay.
Well, sometimes your Planet of the Apes turns out to be Earth all along, and sometimes your babes turn out to be fakes.
Sure.
Japanorama.
This is a huge dream for us to be playing here.
Well, what's my name?
Come on, what? We are the magic numbers.
I don't know.
With the world's second biggest record market, if you're a top British band, you're going to want to conquer Japan. So find out how it's done as each week we join the Magic Numbers, Romeo, Michelle, Sean and Angela on their debut Japanese tour.
Hi, we're the Magic Numbers. Come join us on the road as we tour Japan.
Arigato.
You speak Japanese very good. I'm Megumi. Megu, nice to meet you.
Romeo.
I never forget this day.
I can't believe it.
We're going through to the Meiju Shrine here in Tokyo.
Through the gates of life she left. Through the years I've went, lying face down in the ground. I can't hold you now. Why did I choose to refuse you? It's not that I used you. I left when I should believe that I could have held on, but you never let go.
I'm glad I got to see the temple. And although I wish I got to spend more time here, I reckon if I'd spend the whole day here, I'd come out a bit more peaceful and a bit more open. I don't know. I'm almost levitating.
We have to go and catch an aeroplane to Osaka to do a gig there tonight. I don't know how far it is. I don't know where the airport is. But I do know that we're late.
Japanorama.
Sometimes the Japanese language really impresses with its ability to put into words an otherwise inexpressible concept. At other times, it seems to go to an awful lot of trouble for very little. Take, for example, the centuries-old practice of uchimizu.
Uchimizu.
That's right. It sounds like it's something rather romantic or perhaps deeply spiritual. But in fact, uchimizu refers to the age-old practice of spraying down the pavement or doorways in the summer with cold water to keep them cool. Uchimizu.
Uchimizu.
Or in English, getting out the hose pipe. Usually, labelling someone or something the coolest is wholly a matter of opinion and one of the uncoolest things you can do. But when it comes to fingering the coolest actor fish in Japan's Kakkoii pond, I'm willing to take a whack at it. For over a decade, Tadanobu Asano has managed to appear in the most interesting films by the best emerging directors in Japan. Known as the Japanese Johnny Depp, he's played everything from a lethal mystic to an existential fugitive to a gay samurai. His infallible instincts at choosing exciting new projects make him a sort of anti-Ben Affleck. His most notorious film is Ichi the Killer, in which he plays a sadomasochistic gangster for pedal-to-the-metal director Takashi Miike.
When I see something in a director that I could never imagine, that is the spark that will make me want to work on his film.
Asano has made several bold films with another maverick, his mate, Sogo Ishii. In Electric Dragon, 80,000 Volts, he plays a boxer who has received so many shock treatments in his life that he now devours electricity like you or I might enjoy a nice Sunday roast. Asano and Sogo Ishii were once in a band together called Mach 1.67.
We first met as an actor and a director, and that grew to a relationship where we had a band together and stuff. Apart from that, I think working with a friend could be difficult, but of course, the more experience one has, the less of the hurdle it is.
Asano scored another winner when he backed a first-time director in a very black little comedy. Survive Style 5+ is one of Asano's most accessible films for a British audience. Maybe it's the cannily calibrated comedy.
1 million yen.
Or maybe it's just the Vinnie Jones factor.
Okay, hold on a minute.
Yes, that's right. Japan's coolest actor has shared screen time with our coolest actor.
安くするので希望を言ってください。じゃあ1万。
Okay, I'll do it.
When I started on the film, we got very excited about asking Vinnie Jones to play his role in the film. I was happy to hear that I was able to co-star with Vinnie Jones.
Is Tadanobu Asano the coolest, most visionary actor in the world? Well, let's just say, no matter what he does, no matter how dubious a career move it might seem, he always ends up riding a winner.
I will survive, yeah, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll be alive.
Although the dream of a shiny, futuristic metropolis with teams of robot servants hasn't come true for most of us, we are getting ever closer. Nowhere more so than in Japan, the place that around 3/4 of the world's robot population calls home. Leading the way is Honda's Asimo. In the 4 years since we last said hello to Asimo, it's learned to run, turn, and even serve tea, and possibly even coffee. Toyota has been pushing its iFoot, a personal transport bot with excellent stomping potential. For now, with Sony's Aibo gone to doggy heaven, the only robots on the mass market are the likes of Nekoro, the 1,000-pound cat, and Charpy, who for around £150 will teach you very basic English in an annoying voice.
Wait, I feel great too.
Some might say, gosh, all those millions for robo-fish, tea-boys and a bird that needs a good smack. But I say, me likey, me wanty. This is Dr. Matsui. He's on a mission to help us puny humans accept robots into our lives. Rather than inventing utilitarian drones to carry out all our unpleasant tasks, the hunky designer and his company, Flower Robotics, have devised their prized creations, Posy and P Noir, to elicit human empathy. To make us think, now here's a robot I can relate to. Here's a robot I wouldn't mind taking down to my mum's. Do you think that we will come to the stage soon where we have robots like Posy and P Noir? Yeah. Will we have them in the workplace, in our homes, do you think?
Yeah.
How soon?
Oh, I think in the 5 to 10 years.
Certainly in the West, there is kind of a mixed feeling towards robots and robotics. On the one hand, we love the idea. On the other hand, we feel threatened, I think, by the idea that robots may one day attack us or overcome us or replace us?
I think that animation was our history. All the scientists, researchers, professors watching the many animation in Japan when they are the children.
Astro Boy.
Astro Boy.
The hugely popular Astro Boy, a little robot programmed for goodness, was created by the master, Osamu Tezuka, as a manga back in the 1950s. When it was animated in the 60s, it really took off. And now it would appear that one very big reason why the Japanese and myself are so enamoured of robots is that they are so fond of Astro Boy. While Dr. Matsui waits for his peace and love robots to catch on with the Astro Boy's softened masses, he does have one current project generating some cash. He designs robot mannequins to model clothes and jewellery in upmarket department stores. And in addition to internet rumours that Dr. Matsui is designing hotel rooms in space, he's also been placed in charge of corporate branding for a stylish new low-cost airline called Starflyer. As you might have guessed, the colour scheme is noir. I wanted to design things when I was a kid.
Sure.
Can I show you two of my designs from when I was young?
Okay.
Okay, one is a space vehicle, new form of transport. Okay, look at this now. This is a ship.
Okay.
But this is a vacuum.
Okay.
What do you think? Okay, tell me later. You don't have to. Look, you see that? And then that, but it goes ahead and it sucks it more. So. Yeah, see? Good idea?
Good idea.
Good,
yeah.
thank you, thank you. This one's even better. You like that one? This one's better.
Sure.
To get to space, trampoline.
Yeah.
Drop it. Doing. Good, simple.
Very simple. Yeah.
Here's one I haven't finished yet. War robot.
War robot?
Yeah, you don't like war robot?
No.
I bet you there's someone making a war robot somewhere. Probably here in Tokyo.
No, we don't need that. The war robot? No, we don't need that.
I have one. Well, we've taken a dip in the pool of cool, but what have we learned? A great thinker once said, there is nothing new except that which has been forgotten. And he or she may have said something else as well. Oyasumu nasai. Good night.
Well, Anthea's back to kick more housewife ass at 1:55 tonight on BBC Three. Next up, though, it's Spooks.
My.